Do you want to have the ultimate control over your life? Welcome to Take Control with Whitney Wells, where we will explore all topics of life that we try and control, what this creates for you, and how to have successful relationships all while empowering yourself. Keep listening and let's have some fun. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 25 of Take Control with Whitney Wells. I hope everybody is enjoying this holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope that while the world is a bit different with COVID, you're still finding that enjoyment, that joy that you can have during the holidays. I love the holiday season. We actually just set up our Christmas tree. So that is all ready for all the presents underneath it for Santa to come. All right, so today we're going to talk about rewriting your past. Telling the story that you want to tell in a way that benefits you instead of hurting you. So often we hurt ourselves. We hurt our present and our future with the story that we tell about our past. And now I'm not just talking about making peace with your past. I'm talking about taking it a step further and actually using your past in an empowering and useful way to have that present and that future that you want. Making peace with your past is great, but we want to go further than that. I want you to create the future that you want. Now, before I continue, I want to mention that I'm not talking about trauma and PTSD. This is a physical response in which doesn't start with your thoughts. So I'm not talking about trauma and PTSD. We're going to talk about our conscious thoughts, what we have control over, and we're going to talk about taking that control back. We're going to talk about being in that driver's seat rather than along for the ride. So what story are you telling yourself about your past? Ask yourself, does the story you have about your past support and benefit the future that you want? Do you feel empowered when thinking about your past, or do you feel pain? What feelings are you creating when you think about your past? Now, this could be big things. It could be small things. It could be recent things that just occurred. And it could also be far in your past. Anything that has already happened. But either way, this thing has happened. And now your power lies in how you choose to think about it. So let's take control of writing the story that will benefit you. And that is what this episode will teach you. Now, I have done this for myself, and it is one of my favorite tools. In my 20s, I had some relationships and some friendships that ended, and some just weren't healthy. That's the way I thought about it. Some things happened, and my story was not benefiting me. I had a story about the other people, and I had a story about myself that didn't benefit me in any way. So I decided to rewrite this story. I rewrote the story to empower myself, to create the future that I want, to create the present that I wanted. And I did so with these thoughts. My past helped me to be even stronger and more capable. I am human. Others are human too. I know what is important to me in relationships now. Now that I experienced these things from my past. I know what I want in my life and what I don't. And now I also use it in more recent occurrences as well. I use this tool when, if I just had an argument with my husband, or if I yell at my son. And let's say I regret these actions. I regret the words that I said, or how I said them, or what I did. I can either tell the story that will not benefit me, that will hurt me, that will create beating myself up and putting myself down, judgment of myself, or I can have compassion. I can create this compassion and I can write this story that says, I am human. I love my son and husband, and sometimes people yell, and sometimes people argue. It's great. We can both voice our opinions and still love each other. All of this is okay, and I don't have to make it mean more. I can rewrite my past to benefit me. So when and why would you want to rewrite your past? When the story about your past is keeping you stuck, when it's holding you back, when it's creating unnecessary suffering for yourself. This story is now existing in your present because of your thoughts. You are now bringing this past story into your present. And it will create your future if you keep thinking it. This is when you want to take a look. Ask yourself, is this serving me? Is this serving the future that I want? This is when and why you may choose to rewrite the story of your past. You do not have to tell this painful story that you're telling yourself anymore. You can actually just stop telling yourself and others if you are repeating this out loud. You can actually just stop telling yourself and others this harmful and painful story that is keeping you stuck and that is creating these negative feelings for yourself. Did you know that you do not need any permission from anyone to think and believe whatever you want? You can rewrite your past to serve you. You can believe whatever you want about the factual occurrences of your past. You can tell any story you want to about the facts of your past. Now, you may be thinking, but it's true. My story is true. And I hear you. I get it. Things did happen. Factual things did occur. Yes, that is true. Those things are true. And the rest is what you make those facts mean to you. Mean in your life. Mean about you. Mean about them. It's the story that you're making up. You also may be thinking, isn't that just being delusional and ignoring what actually occurred? And I would say to this, no. You can simply take control rather than be along for that ride. You are simply designed to focus on a different, deliberately written story rather than a default story your brain jumps to initially. You're just choosing this thought over that thought. Your thoughts are optional. You can decide what to focus on, what to believe. You can decide your story about the facts. Okay, now let's take a look at how this looks with an example. Let's say a relationship of yours ended. Let's say, for the purpose of this example, he or she cheated on you. So the person that you're in a relationship with cheated on you. You can either have the story, they broke my heart. I can never trust anyone again. I didn't deserve that. What's wrong with me? I must not be enough for them. These thoughts probably create pain, sadness, victimization, self-doubt, worthlessness. And if you react to these feelings, right, that you're creating with your story, if you react to these feelings with actions, you probably wouldn't show up in your life how you want to. You probably wouldn't show up as your best self if you're feeling victimized, self-doubt, worthlessness. Now let's take the same factual past events of you had a relationship and it ended and he or she cheated on you. You can rewrite this painful story intentionally and think, I now know how I want to be treated. What he or she did was about them and not me. Everyone is human. They may have been in pain. I am completely whole, worthy, and enough. This has made me stronger, more capable, and resilient. These thoughts probably create empowerment, compassion, strength, capable, love. And your actions from these feelings would follow. Now, everyone is different, but imagine for yourself what actions you would take from empowerment, compassion, strength, capable, love. You probably would show up more aligned with how you want to. Now, first, what I want to mention is it's important to allow yourself to feel your feelings from your current thoughts about your past. So before you jump to rewriting that story, allow yourself to really feel the feelings that you were creating with your current thoughts. You see your thoughts. You know that you are creating your feelings from those thoughts. And allow yourself to be there. Allow yourself to be with that pain and that sadness. You have thought these thoughts, and letting yourself truly feel this vibration in your body gives you the opportunity to open yourself up to the other possibilities. Know that once you have done this, once you have truly felt this pain within you from the thoughts that you are thinking, that you are choosing to think, you have other options of what you can think in order to create that future that you want. You have other options. All right, so let's try this out. I want you to try it out for yourself. Think of something from your past that is causing you to feel bad when you think about it, that is causing you pain, that is causing you suffering when you think about it. Now, it may help to write this down, but I want you to separate out the facts from the thoughts and really take a look, because so often we think our thoughts are facts. But the way to do this is, would everybody in the world agree that that is true? And if not, it's a thought. So you want to separate out your facts from your thoughts. Know that you have chosen this story, and it is creating the feelings that you have. You are creating your feelings from the story you are thinking. Next, allow yourself to feel these feelings. Allow yourself to be there. You have been thinking and believing this story, whether it's a recent occurrence or one far in your past. Allow yourself to sit with it. Allow yourself to feel that vibration. You can feel the vibration and come through the other side. The next step. Without urgency, without rushing, see your thoughts and ask yourself, does this serve me to think this? You decide. It's up to you. And now decide how you want to think about your past in a way that does serve you. Now, here are some helpful ways to think about your past that have helped me, and I want to offer them to you if you want to use them as well. Did the events from your past turn you into this strong, capable, and confident person that you are now? Did something from your past show you what you either wanted or didn't want out of a relationship? Did you learn something useful from this factual thing that happened in your past? Did some painful experience allow you the opportunity to be human, experience pain, and make it through to the other side as a stronger person? Now, your past only exists in your present through the thoughts you choose to think. That is all. Your past has happened. It is done. It is over. What you have now is the power to use it to benefit you or hold you back. I suggest using it to serve you, empower you, and create the life that you want. If you want to work with me further, I would love to be your life coach. Head on over to WhitneyWellsCoaching.com and schedule a 20-minute free coaching session. I also have a bunch of free things for you. So some video lessons, some audio lessons, and a step-by-step checklist to better your relationship immediately. So if you want any of this stuff, grab them in the show notes, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Do you want to explore these topics further? Are you ready to live the life that you want to live on purpose while controlling what you have control over? I would love to be your life coach. If you're interested, simply head over to WhitneyWellsCoaching.com and book an appointment with me today. I can't wait to work with you.